I'm not sure if I deserve all of this. I guess I've gotten to be sort of a pack rat over these long years we call life. I usually find some sort of way to justify keeping things. My Granny Nee Pop used to always have this saying, and the freshest bran cookies. She used to always say, if you can't tie it to the back of a 6-pound red saddled pine hog, then we don't got no room for it in this house. I remember one time, but not the first time, when old Nate Boy came home with this rusted old tractor axle. He had it slung over his glistening shoulders like it was a piece of used foil. He sure did have this way of hoisting and carrying things, as if they contained no particular heaviness whatsoever. But that was old Nate Boy for you, an ox in the body of a skinny, wild-eyed, freckle-faced young boy. So I'm responsible for all this. It doesn't seem possible, but it must be. I'll tell you one thing. When our Granny Nee Pop saw old Nate Boy strolling down the way with that old rusted tractor axle slung so carelessly over his exertion-moistened shoulders, whistling the tune to some jazzed-up version of an old song that wasn't a jazz song originally, she didn't say a word. And with the discipline and composure reaped from a life scratched out of endless toil and tears spent scraping away at the dust, scorched, fruitless plains of this place we call Earth, she sure as the day walked out the back door, untied the hog, pulling it along fightingly like the godless beast it was, and didn't stop until she got to old Nate Boy standing there at the front of the house. And sure as I love to keep little hard candy treats pocketed in the back of my mouth, to suckle on throughout the day, to keep my mouth moist, old Nate Boy took one look at that hog, hung his head in shame, turned right around, and walked back exactly the way he came. And I never did see that old tractor axle again, but I sure did see that old hog a few more times. I just don't know how this all happened. I really don't.